everybody, and welcome back to another hot episode of a very special podcast. This is the podcast in which we talk about all of your favorite TV series from yesteryear. Oh, yeah. And then we discuss them over a glass of zero sugar Coca-Cola, which sucks. And I'm your boy, Patrick M. Dunn, and I'm joined here, as always, by Kat Halstead, the Bobby Wheeler of the mic. Always chasing that big break. Yes.
Always.
Always chasing that big break.
Always chasing the dream.
And who is Bobby Wheeler? How does this tie in to what we're talking about today? Because I don't think anyone listens to this. I just, in my head, we've talked about this before. We got like a plethora of millennials that just listen to us and learn about the past.
Yeah, I think we have 20 people who probably actually listen.
If that, I mean, there's been so many gaps. We've probably lost all our.
Yeah, we probably lost. They're like, oh, hey, these two idiots are back.
They don't even know we're back. We just kind of slip back in.
You just drop something randomly, and again, when you drop it, I'm out of the house and driving.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where else would you be?
I don't know.
At home waiting for the episode to drop?
I don't know. I could be at home. I could be at work, but it's like I'm literally in the car when you drop an episode so many times.
Do you get an alert, or did I tell you? I can't remember. I can't remember how we do this.
You'll tell me, but also sometimes I'll get an alert.
Okay. From Twitter? Where does it come from? Where does this
I don't know. Sometimes it's YouTube. Sometimes it's Twitter.
Your podcast app.
Sometimes you're just like, hey, I dropped that episode we recorded 17 million months ago.
All right. Well, what classic television series are we diving into for the first time? I believe we've never done this.
Yeah, this is definitely the first time we've done this show. It is Taxi.
Yes, James L. Brooks created this classic series. It was originally on, this is wild, I didn't know this, from 1978 to 1982 on ABC.
Mm-hmm.
And then the show got canceled in its fourth season, the week that Danny DeVito was going to be hosting SNL because of this show. And then I guess some kind of uproar happened because he went on a rant, I think, on SNL, and he invited the cast up on the stage during his monologue or something. I didn't watch this, so I don't know. But I guess NBC took note. And they decided to run the show not just for another season, but they picked up all the episodes. And I guess just air reruns of it over the summer, I think.
Wow.
Something like that. But then the show got canceled again a year later.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Yeah. So 1983 was the final official bittersweet but already legendary end of a sitcom, Taxi, which ran for 5 seasons, which I'm surprised it ran that long, to be honest with you, because this is such an out there show. It's not.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too. In all honesty.
I'm going to throw this out there. I just learned this today. So I guess this was, a fun show. Other sitcoms of the time, I guess, that filmed around Taxi, in the same neighborhood, a building or whatever,
mm-hmm.
They would come over and, hang out with the Taxi gang, in between takes and stuff.
I can see that because, think about who this cast is. The cast of Taxi. Okay?
Well, yes.
You got Andy freaking Kaufman.
Yes, who was this anti-comedian. He didn't tell jokes. He just put on these very bizarre stage acts, which we'll probably get to. I'm sure we'll dive into this because I got some info.
I mean, you got Tony Danza, Danny DeVito, Carol Kane is on this show, Christopher Lloyd, Judd Hirsch, Mary Lou Henner, and Jeff Conway.
Were they all big names at this time, though? Or was Taxi the one that really put them over?
Taxi is kind of the thing that really kind of propelled all of them into being a name. I think there were people, you had heard about this fun guy, Andy Kaufman, you kind of like want to see and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because he made appearances on SNL, and then he created this foreign man character who ends up being Latka from the show.
Yeah.
So they just took his weird foreign man character and made him a character on Taxi. And he was really hesitant about wanting to do a sitcom. He did not like sitcoms. He just wanted nothing to do with this. But his manager was like, hey, just do this. You'll get paid. And then you'll be able to fund your weird little projects.
Yeah.
But he had weird stipulations. Like he would only do 14 episodes a season. He would only work 2 out of 5 days a week. And they would have Andy stand-ins, like when they were doing their rehearsals. And they would just be like a guy with a sign like around his neck that just said Latka. And then, do you know who Tony Clifton is?
I've heard the name, but I can't put a face to it. I feel like I've heard this name.
Okay, this is wild. So, Tony Clifton was a character that Andy Kaufman created.
Okay.
And for a long time, no one really knew that it was Andy Kaufman. And he was this Vegas lounge act guy.
Oh, yes.
Who he would start off singing a song and then he would just like break into these weird insults of the audience and he would go down and like pour drinks on people and stuff like that.
Yes.
I think it was kind of like the internet obviously wasn't around. So there was like, who is Tony Clifton kind of thing going around Hollywood at the time. But there were people that suspected that it was Andy Kaufman. But when Andy Kaufman was getting hired for Taxi, he said, the only way I will do this show is if you hire my friend Tony Clifton to come on as like a special guest every now and then. And the producers knew like that Tony Clifton was potentially Andy Kaufman, but they just went with it. So the days that Tony Clifton would come onto the set, he would just do horrible.
Yeah.
Like he would flub his lines and like he just couldn't, he would get in arguments with the cast. Like it was pretty much like part of the act. And the producers were like, Andy, we can't do, we gotta get rid of Tony Clifton. He can't be part of the show. And Andy was like, all right, that's fine. But you know, can we just make sure you like publicly fire him tomorrow? And they're like, okay, fine, whatever. And then so Andy came back as Tony Clifton the next day, like in front of like all these like important NBC people, the cast, I think even like the studio audience maybe, and just made this big spectacle of him being fired. And then Andy Kaufman comes back the next day as if nothing ever happened. Like he's just rolled in like, all right, I'm ready to do this, guys.
Andy Kaufman was such a character.
That's my Kaufman corner.
Oh my gosh. Kaufman was such a character.
So he's just one of the numerous cast members on the show. Do you want to do, because we've never done the show, should we do like a cast roundup first? Or do you want to do This Night in History? How do you want to do this tonight?
Let's go do This Night in History and then we can do the cast roundup.
Awesome. Okay. All right. This show aired on a Tuesday night, September 25th, 1979. We selected Season 2, Episode 3, Reverend Jim, A Space Odyssey is the title of the episode.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this is a pretty strange night of television. I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of dig. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with our boys at the Alphabet ABC. You want to start off with them? See what they have to do?
Yeah.
Any guesses? Any guesses what is airing around Taxi? It's 1979. We're in the Jimmy Carter years, maybe? I don't know where we are. Are we in Gerald Ford? I don't even know where we are.
I believe Ford, because Ford was right before Reagan, right?
I wasn't born, so I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah, neither was I.
That was just a dirty thought.
This is just like my guesses on what I know was on ABC back then. I feel like we maybe had a Happy Days or a Three's Company on this night.
Okay.
Maybe Mork and Mindy. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll go through the lineup tonight, and we'll see if you got any of these right.
Okay.
What were the three shows you said? Happy Days, Mork and Mindy, and Three's Company?
Yes.
All right, well, guess what? Here at 8 o'clock is Happy Days.
Woohoo!
Still strong, but I think we're post Jump the Shark now, because I think that was like 1977.
Yeah, we're
on the wind down, I think.
I feel like we're right around the time Richie leaves, I think.
Do you think Chachi's on yet?
Oh yeah, Chachi's definitely on at this point.
And we're pre-Joni Loves Chachi, right?
Yes, because Joni Loves Chachi was like right before the end of this.
Okay, so that's not even a blip on the radar yet.
Yeah.
All right. Following Happy Days, I don't know if you're familiar with this show. Have you ever heard of the show called Angie?
Angie, I've heard of it. Never come across it.
Same. So this was the show starred Donna Pescow.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a modern day fairy tale. She plays a Philadelphia waitress who falls for a rich pediatrician.
Ooh.
But the catch is the pediatrician, I guess, doesn't want to be a pediatrician, and he's only a pediatrician because his parents wanted him to be.
All right.
So it might be a rags to riches to rags story. I don't know.
Yeah, I could get that vibe. I could see that vibe.
And then Philadelphia. It takes place in Philadelphia, which at the time we didn't really have a lot of Philadelphia sitcoms, but I feel like we do now. Now I feel like we do.
Yeah, there's definitely more.
We got your fave, Boy Meets World. I think that takes place in or around Philadelphia.
Yes, it does take place in Philadelphia.
I learned that Brotherly Love, the Lawrence Brothers show, in which they like run a garage.
Yes, that definitely took place. Oh man, that show slaps, man. It's funny.
Amen, the quintessential 1980s. I've never seen Amen. I know we've talked about it on the podcast before.
You've never seen Amen?
I don't think so.
No, you definitely probably watched it in the 80s because it was on Saturday night before the Golden Girls, but after 227.
Yeah, probably. I have no memory of it though. It's gone. It's out of this head.
Yeah. The guy who played the Reverend on Amen is now the patriarch on Beyond the Gates, that new soap opera on CBS.
I did know that. I remember when Beyond the Gates came out. That was one of the blurbs.
Yeah.
And then modern times, we have, obviously, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
The Goldbergs. I believe you watched that show. That was one of your jams.
I loved the Goldbergs.
And a show I've never seen, Abbott Elementary.
I gave it a try. It was just not my cup of tea. But I generally don't go for that style of sitcom where it's like the documentary, mockumentary thing. It doesn't generally work for me.
Yeah, I need story. I don't need no fourth walls being broken.
Right? It worked on Modern Family, but it doesn't generally work for me. And it took me kind of a little bit to get okay with it on Modern Family.
Well, I always wonder, are they aware of what's going on? You know what I mean? Like it's always like sits in the back of my head. Mm-hmm. At least on The Office, they acknowledge that it is a documentary that eventually came out. So, but Modern Family doesn't really specify if it's something that'll ever come out. So who knows?
Yeah. And it's not like we ever see people going, oh my God, that's Claire Dunphy from that reality show.
And I can't remember, in Modern Family, do people, like during the actual story part of the episode, do people look at the camera and acknowledge it?
Once in a while.
Okay, so it happens. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if anybody did it, it was like Claire or Mitchell.
I could see Claire doing like a shoulder shrug right now for some reason. It's just
like that kind of eye, like Phil just did something stupid and she's just like
rolled her eyes at the camera. Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Okay. All right. 9 o'clock. You're on our streak tonight. Three's Company.
Ooh, this is good. Good for me.
And tonight's episode was the first appearance by Mr. Furley, the new landlord.
The Mr. Furley first appearance? Oh my goodness.
Which means we must be in the Ropers era.
This would be the one season of the Ropers.
The Ropers have 2 seasons.
They had 2?
They had 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So the drama with that was when the Ropers left Three's Company, they left under the assumption that if for whatever reason the Ropers failed as a sitcom, they would just come back to Three's Company.
Yeah.
They maybe came back for an episode or two.
Maybe.
If even that. No, there's definitely one episode where they come back.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was after the Ropers was canceled. But
okay.
I don't know if Mr. Furley took off and people just liked him better.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know where I stand.
I think I feel more comfortable with Mr. Furley and his antics compared to Mr. Roper, because Mr. Roper was just like this stern
Curmudgeon.
Yeah, curmudgeon.
I loved Mrs. Roper.
I mean, people do Mrs. Roper bar crawls dressed up as her.
Which I need to do someday.
I need to do that too.
Could you imagine the stare down you would get from people who are not understanding what you're doing?
The big red curly wig.
The lavish robe.
And the long robe moo thing.
Well, everyone's going to have a different one. Someone's going to have curlers in their hair. You got to go for everyone's going to go for a different vibe.
Yeah.
I love it. I did see, obviously it was probably on TikTok because where else do I watch stupid videos like this? But I saw that there was a drag night somewhere, and it was all the drag queens were doing Mrs. Roper.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And I loved it. But officially, I don't think I stand tall in either category for Roper or Furley. I don't know. I'm very middle ground here. I'm Switzerland.
I feel like the affinity I probably have towards Mr. Furley is just because when I was a kid watching Three's Company, as a 4 or 5-year-old, because that's what my cousins had on.
Oh, we all did it.
Yeah. But he was more fun and funny to my young little brain.
He was zany.
Than Mr. Roper. Yeah.
Plus it was Barney Fife.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I think I was 10 years old when I realized they were the same person.
Yeah, probably same.
It took me a long time. It took me a long time to connect those dots. But it's kind of like where I stand with Steve and Jefferson on Married with Children. I don't really care what era of the show it is.
Yeah.
I'll just go for it. But I am firmly in the Rebecca years and the Diane years on Cheers.
Yes. Same. We agree on that.
Yes, and that is a very controversial take. A lot of people aren't into that era, but
yeah, I remember when poor Kirstie Alley died, and I posted this TikTok about it. I had people freaking out on me. How could you be I'm dudes, I'm allowed to have my opinion. I'm allowed to be sad because I did like her as Rebecca. I liked the Look Who's Talking movies. I liked her in the North and South miniseries.
And
I'm allowed to have that.
Wasn't she in an Amish movie with Tim Allen too?
Yes, I saw that. I definitely saw that movie.
I'm gonna say, other than those 3 or 4 things we just said, I don't really think I've seen her in anything else, to be honest with you.
She had that sitcom with Kathy Najimy.
Oh, Veronica's Closet. Yeah, I mean, it was okay, but it was just a weird, a show that's on in between, Friends and Seinfeld for me, though.
Yeah, it was one of those random...
I sat through it, and it, cemented my love for Kathy Najimy, but it just didn't really, I don't miss it. I don't seek it out.
I feel like Dan Cortez was on that one.
I think this was, his first post-MTV era, thing, too. Oh, no. He had Melrose Place. I forgot about that.
Oh, I forgot about that. I know he did, one episode of Seinfeld. He was, the pretty boy that George was basically crushing on. That was a mountain climber.
What happened to Darren Cortez? Where are you?
I don't know.
I feel like we need to try to reach out to him.
Okay.
Are you trying to look him up, on social media right now?
Yeah.
Which app are you looking? Twitter? Is that where you're going?
I'm literally on Google, just Googling him.
Oh, okay. I feel like he's got to do. There's something. He's probably on a home fixer-upper show or something.
Apparently, he was auditioning to be a weatherman recently. like 2 weeks ago.
In like KTLA or something.
WTAE TV.
Do you know who I could see Dan Cortez hanging out with?
Who?
Jillian Barberie.
Oh, totally. 100%.
Like, I feel like they're at dinner right now as we're recording this. Like, they're eating tapas somewhere. Oh, shout out to Dan Cortez. He just, MTV Sports, I think that was his thing, right? He would, like, bungee jump,
Yeah.
take his shirt off.
Okay, this is crazy. This is so crazy that you connected those two. Because I just Googled Dan Cortez and Jillian Barberie because I was like, I wonder if there's like any pictures of them together. Um, they actually appeared on the same episode of Celebrity Ghost Stories, but separately, telling their own ghost story. But they were on the same episode.
That is awesome. That is wild. Do you think I subconsciously seen that and knew that, or I just threw it out there?
Maybe.
Hard to say. I don't know. But I don't think I've actually seen an episode of Celebrity Ghost Story, so I don't think I could connect those two dots.
No, I don't think you have because I'm the one that loves that show. I'll still watch it once in a while.
You have been talking about that on this podcast for 10 years. Like, you always bring, like, every 46 episodes, Celebrity Ghost Stories comes up.
Like, it's not even in production anymore, and I'll still like find an episode and get sucked in.
Wasn't it on for like an awfully long time too? Like, there's like an ungodly number of seasons of that show, like way too many.
I don't even know. Like, it was on for a little while. Like, it's one of those like Lifetime Movie Network shows or something.
I think it just kept coming back, right? It did okay enough.
Yeah, or like A&E or something.
They would just like film a bunch of episodes, and they probably thought that was it.
Yeah.
And then people were really into it, so they're like, all right, let's just make like 8 more.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the official episode count of Celebrity Ghost Stories?
92 episodes.
I knew there was like an ungodly number of episodes. Over how many years did it air? I'm going to say 8. I don't know.
It started in 2008, and it is technically, I guess, still going because it doesn't have an end year on IMDb.
I think it's just they just make episodes every so often whenever like a new celebrity ghost story happens.
Yeah,
because we got new celebrities cropping up here and there. We got Sabrina Carpenter or something.
Yeah,
who wasn't around in 2008, but here she is now, and I'm sure she's been visited by some ghosts.
Oh yeah,
in her days. All right. So that's Three's Company, I guess.
Yeah, that was Three's Company.
All right, following Three's Company is Taxi on at 9:30. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Coming up at 10 o'clock is a show that I found some information about, but it was very conflicting information, so I'm not actually sure exactly what the show is. But it's a show that stars Louis Gossett Jr. I guess it was initially a made-for-TV movie that sprung into a TV series that I think it was only on for 1 year.
Okay.
It was called The Lazarus Syndrome. Wikipedia entry just mentions that it's like a hospital drama about a cardiologist. But then I started finding all this other stuff about it being about a guy who died and that Louis Gossett Jr. saved. And there's some like weird supernatural element to it. But I can't find anything specific that explains exactly what the show is.
Yeah, well, okay, so I just Googled it because that's what I do. So I guess Lazarus syndrome is something that's a rare medical condition or a rare and complex medical phenomena where a person spontaneously shows signs of life, such as breathing or a heartbeat, minutes to hours after medical efforts to revive them have ceased, and they've been declared dead.
But I don't know if this is tied into that show.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm on their IMDb.
And it's very nondescript. There's not a lot of information. I don't think it was on for a long time, so.
Okay, this is what IMDb said the plot summary is. An adulterous newspaper reporter who has just experienced a heart attack pesters a black doctor into investigating the questionable medical practices taking place at the hospital where both are residing.
Okay, that sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I would probably watch at least 4 episodes of that before I got tired of it.
It was a TV movie originally. It was an hour and 13 minutes long.
That's it.
Yeah.
Must have had a lot of commercials.
Not a lot of people I would recognize.
The 1970s, especially the late 70s, early 80s, is a very weird time for actors and actresses because you get people that pop up in things a lot.
Yeah.
But then, like, after 1984, they just disappeared.
Yeah.
And, like, never heard from again. Like, only a few strong survived.
Okay, it did become a TV series. It had 6 episodes.
6 episodes, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, 6 episodes and a TV movie.
You know what? I'm going to write a letter to Tubi TV and ask if they can throw it on.
Apparently you can rent or buy the series from Amazon.
Okay.
Tubi actually has the movie.
Okay, I might check out the movie then. I can't wait. I'll let you know what it's about. They both have Louis Gossett Jr. in it, right?
Yeah.
Who's always a treat. I can't name anything that he's in off the top of my head, but he's always a treat.
Yes.
All right. So that's ABC. Pretty decent night, I would say. It's okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like ABC's got a lot of stuff we have actually watched over the years.
3 out of these 5 shows were rerun staples that pretty much ran into the 90s and now. So,
Yeah.
Like, Angie, I'm sorry you didn't, live long. Lazarus Syndrome, I'm sorry you didn't live long, but
Yeah.
just be proud that you had 3 older brothers who just carried you along
Yes.
for a night. For at least 6 weeks. All right. You want to go to the Tiffany Network, CBS, to see what these bad...
Yeah, what did CBS have?
I'm just going to laugh at this. I've never heard of this show. I am wildly intrigued by this. You are going to be Googling those fingers in like 2 seconds. I know it.
Hey, hold on. I've got
it.
the Google machine ready.
Get it ready. Get it ready. Fucking blow your hands. Okay. I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm going to just say the only cast member that I really knew that I knew of on this show was Lorenzo Lamas. So we're pre-Falcon Crest, pre-Renegade Lorenzo Lamas. So he's probably very young.
Yeah.
Safe to say you're very young. Well, this show was for the very young. Teenagers. Horny teenagers. CBS wanted to cash in on, like, the Charlie's Angel audience.
Okay.
And they came up with a short-lived teen beach drama called California Fever. That was only on for 10 episodes. In my head, I am picturing, like, the 1970s version of Beverly Hills 90210, Malibu Shores, Sunset Beach, I don't know, Pacific Palisades. I'm just trying to think of, like, beachy related shows that I could think of.
Yeah.
You have a very strange look on your face for our listening audience at home.
So I Googled it. The promo image that comes up, they're in a very, very 70s car. It's 3 guys and a girl. One guy has like kind of curly, tousled hair, so.
Does he look like a villain from like a 1980s like college movie?
No, he looks like the nerdy dude
Oh.
from like a 1980s high school or teen movie or college teen movie. And then 3 people with very, very feathered hair.
Okay. What does the girl look like?
She's a redhead, and honestly, if she's supposed to be a teenager, dear God, the 70s were not good for people.
Everyone was out in the sun and they smoked and drank a lot, so,
Like, yeah, even like the guys definitely look like they're late teens, early 20s. She looks like she's 35.
I mean, she could be. Maybe like it's like a hot mom that they chase after.
Like,
Maybe she's the California Fever.
maybe.
It's like a Stifler's mom scenario, maybe. Maybe she's the
Oh, she was a teenager. She was a teenager, buddy. She is only 20 years older than me at right now.
I love it. Based on this promo pic that you found, would you watch this show?
No.
Was the intel that I got bad? That it was for the horny Charlie's Angel audience?
No, it's not. Um, but to me, it kind of looks like it's maybe kind of like a California take on the Dukes of Hazzard
Oh.
kind of thing. I could be completely wrong.
Is it... What kind of California are we looking at? Are we looking at like beach California, like LA? Or are we looking at like cold northern California?
No, I think Southern California, but they don't really hang out at the beach, if that makes sense.
Based on this one picture is what you're saying,
Based on
right?
this one picture.
Are they at a mall? Like, where are they?
They're just like that's the worst part. It looks like they're just on a freaking photo. Oh, there's like a brick wall like right at the edge of the picture.
They're like in a parking lot or something.
Yeah,
I love it. I don't know. That must have been like the TV guide spread that week.
maybe.
I don't know. I'm guessing that's a big thumbs down for you, right?
Yeah, like there's a lot like all the promo pictures I'm finding are of like them with the car.
Maybe this is like a Knight Rider type show. It's like a talking car.
I don't know.
But I get what you're saying. This could be like a Dukes of Hazzard because the car was a major part of Dukes of Hazzard. So, you know,
Yeah.
the General Lee. Maybe this is the Donna Lee.
Okay, hold on. I found a TV guide, actual TV guide like scan of this. Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Okay, let's hear it.
California Fever, Tuesday. Our emphasis is on the lifestyle of Southern California, says a producer of this series. Aha, does that mean a wild thriller about the hillside strangler, drugs, sex, mudslides, and freaky religious cults?
Ooh.
Certainly not.
Uh-oh.
It means roller skating, disco dancing, surfing, rock music, skateboarding, hot air ballooning, more disco dancing, more rock music, and joy riding along the San Andreas Fault. In short, it means teeny bopper heaven with Vince Butler, played by Jimmy McNichol, Ross, played by Mark McClure, Lori, played by Michelle Tobin, and Rick, played by Lorenzo Lamas. They will form a rock band,
Oh.
bop around a lot, run into trouble, and run away from trouble. That jazzy hot rod may also run out of gas, but that's no problem for these kids. They never run out of steam.
That first show, that about their religious cults and mudslides and like unsolved mysteries, that's the show I want to watch. That's what I thought we were getting.
That's the show I want to watch.
I was like Lorenzo Lamas, like part of a religious cult and driving around in a hot rod, hot air ballooning. Like I want to watch that show, but
Happening. Whoa. Oh my God, fever might be right. This sounds like it was a fever dream.
Are you sure that was like from TV Guide and not like Tiger Beat magazine? Because that sounds like Tiger.
TV Guide, September 8th, 1979.
I need to find that issue. I'm going to go on the archive.org tonight and see if I can find it because I need to see this with my own blue eyes.
Oh my God.
Fever Dream. California Fever. So it's kind of like a California Dreams maybe then.
But
Like a prelude to that.
maybe.
All right. Well, maybe we'll make up for California Fever with the next hour.
God, I hope so.
Because tonight we're getting a made-for-TV movie.
Ooh, I love those bad boys.
And this has a plethora of cast members from various TV shows throughout the ages. We have Peter Graves is in this. I believe he was Mission Impossible.
Okay.
Frank Gorshin, you may know him as the Riddler from Batman 66.
Yes.
Abe Vigoda You know him from Barney Miller. He played Fish, and then he was also on the show Fish, the spinoff. And then like he was a guy that apparently has been dead for like many years, but it turned out he was alive this whole time. They all came together for Death Car on the Freeway.
Death Car on the Freeway?
Yes. This was about a reporter who investigates a maniacal van driver who is driving up and down the freeway killing women.
Oh my god, I want to watch this.
I do. This sounds like a Quentin Tarantino movie to me.
Dinah Shore was in this. Harriet Nelson?
The late Dinah Shore?
Yeah. George Hamilton?
Please tell me it's on YouTube. Please tell me it's on YouTube.
Oh my god, I hope to god it is. Oh my god.
Or Amazon. I'll take either one of those networks.
Right? I want to watch this so bad. You can leave a letterbox review for it.
Do we have any notable letterbox reviews on it?
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm trying to find if I got a link to it anywhere. Oh my gosh. It's got a 3.2 on Letterboxd.
Okay, respectable.
3.5, 3 stars. Were there just 3 drums of gasoline sitting on the edge of an unfinished highway? Oh my god, I need to watch this movie. I have never needed to watch anything more in my life.
We will find it.
Oh my god.
Movie night, Death Car on the Freeway on the next episode of a very special podcast. Please stand by. Yeah. We'll reinvigorate the Patreon just for that. We'll have like a special live performance of it.
I found it.
You found it?
Yes, I'm sending you the link right now.
I can't wait. You know what? Fuck Big Brother. I will not watch Big Brother tonight. I will watch Death Car on the Freeway starring Dinah Shore, Peter Graves, Frank Gorshin, Abe Vigoda, George Hamilton.
I might have to put off my biopsychology homework.
Absolutely. Fuck school.
Oh my god, I really, really want to watch this so bad right now.
So potentially, was CBS saved by Death Car on the Freeway? Is there a possibility that it was saved?
Yes. Yes. Let's also be real. The people watching California Fever, the like 5 people watching that, we're not going to be down to watch Death Car on the Freeway.
Could you imagine if you were watching California Fever and you fell asleep in like the last 10 minutes and you woke up like 20 minutes into Death Car on the Freeway and you thought it was the same show? And you were like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, he would be so confused. Oh. Why are these teenagers so dead?
And you know it's 1979 television, so you know you're going to see some like grit. You're going to see some hardcore grit.
Yeah.
That you probably wouldn't have seen in the 80s. Maybe in the 90s on Fox you would have seen some grit, but I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out later on. All right. You ready to go to NBC? I have very little data on this. And honestly, I started to look this up and I gave up because it just sounded boring.
Okay.
At 8 o'clock, The Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo.
Okay.
It's a cop action comedy, and there's an episode in which Dean Martin's on it, and it completely lost interest for me after that point. I was like, I'm out.
Okay, that sounds alright.
It got renamed Lobo, just Lobo, in its 2nd season, because I don't know why. I guess a retool, who knows. And then got canceled. And then just forgotten until
sounds about right.
Until right now when I brought this up. No one's thought about the show in like 30 years, 40 years. And I just brought it up. All right.
Okay.
That's September 25th, 1979. Oh, what a night. A night of premieres, a night of new characters, a night of death cars on the freeway.
Dude.
On a scale of 1 out of 5 California fevers, how many fevers would you give tonight's night of television? I'm going to say you're going to go high for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. I want to give it a 4 because ABC has a solid night. They got a solid night, right?
The mercury is rising tonight.
NBC is just kind of whatever, but it's the 70s and NBC was not great in the 70s.
No.
We've kind of established that in the past. And then CBS, here's the thing. ABC starts their night out strong as fuck, right? You know? But CBS starts their night off weak, but ends their night off strong with this wild, crazy made-for-TV movie that we are both desperate to watch right now.
I'm going to give you a scenario. A scenario. All right.
Yeah.
It's 1979. You're alive. You're sitting in your living room on your little polyester couch. You got the wood paneling walls. You just pop some popcorn. There's a little fizzy drink in your cup holder. A little hot Dr. Pepper, maybe. You can either watch ABC. You can watch the Three's Company Taxi Hour, or you can watch Death Car on the Freeway. Where are you going? Where are you going tonight?
Oh my gosh.
What will you do? You don't have a VCR. You can't.
Yeah, VCRs aren't really a thing.
Yeah, you can't record this. You're just gonna have to hope that one of these things will re-air, right? So you're gonna have to make a stand tonight.
I think I would go with Death Car.
Bold choice.
I feel like that's where I would go because Taxi is such a hit at this point. It's gonna get rerun.
That is true. That is true. And tonight's episode that we haven't started talking about yet is a monumental episode. It's a monumental episode that we picked.
Yes. There's a reason I picked this episode. It's like literally my favorite of the series.
Do you know what's funny is yesterday when I proposed that we should do an episode of the podcast today, you said pick a decade. So I said 70s or 80s. And you said, how about Taxi? And I shit you not, in the last week, I have watched like 8 episodes of Taxi. Mm-hmm. Random episodes in no particular order.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like roulette taxiing my way. I was going to watch this episode. It was like next on my radar, but I stopped and didn't watch it until you suggested that we do it. So it blew my fucking mind.
Oh my God. It is wild how we have that wavelength match sometimes.
And I was not sure that I had seen this episode when I first started watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen this episode. But there was a very specific scene that happened later on in the episode. I mean, it doesn't really spoil anything. No. Christopher Lloyd's character drives his taxi through the garage door.
Yeah.
I remember that scene vividly from childhood. For some reason, it's all I think about when I think of Taxi. Like, that scene just is in my head for some reason.
That's funny to me because that's not the scene in this episode that I think of when I think of Taxi, but it is a scene in this episode.
But I don't know if maybe it was in the commercials, like the syndication commercials, like in the 80s and 90s when I was a child.
Yeah, I bet it was. I feel like that's totally something Nick at Night put in the commercials.
You know, when they'd be like, Tuesdays at 7, it's Taxi.
Yeah.
And they probably showed that clip.
Probably, 100%.
Anyway, anywho, I'm going to give the night a 4 also. Just throwing that out there. I'm just going to give it a 4. Just get it out of the way. Let's just fucking go dust off that mess now, and we can talk about Taxi. Before we do the cast breakdown, can I talk about the theme song? Can we have a theme song corner for a minute?
Yeah, you can talk about the theme song.
This theme song is cemented in my head. It lives inside me. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It's not just a theme to me. It's like the sound of waking up in the middle of the night as a child to me. So I want to say I was very young at this point, maybe 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
And we've talked about this before on the podcast that I think you had it too. We had the old black and white TV set in our bedrooms growing up.
Yes, yes.
It was kind of like an 80s staple, I think. I think it was just an old TV that grandma probably had, and somehow it ended up in your bedroom. It wasn't connected to cable. It only probably got like 3 channels if you were lucky.
Maybe it got the UHF channels.
It definitely got the UHF channels for me because I think it might have been the only channel I got. Because it was TV 38 for me, which was the channel that like one day became UPN for me. That was the local channel. And they used to just play like really weird old movies and old TV shows at night. But Taxi and MASH were on really late, like 11 or later.
Yeah.
Clearly, I was asleep. I would just leave the TV. I guess I was afraid of the dark. I don't know. Like, I just left the TV on all night. And for whatever reason, I always woke up at the start of this theme song. And the little yellow cab just cruising down the Queensboro Bridge.
Yeah.
And like 1970s Manhattan behind it. And it's like cigarette smoke for me. I don't know. It's just like this hazy vision that I have. And it just brings me so much joy. And I never really understood the show or what was going on or what they were talking about. But I just always remember kind of half watching it as a child. And I just remember seeing Danny DeVito all the time. I remember seeing Andy Kaufman and Judd Hirsch. The 3 of them just stand out for me. And I felt like I grew up in New York City because of that. Because of this show.
I can feel that.
I don't know if you have that same like romanticism for Taxi that I do.
I don't. When I was little, I remember like if I heard that theme song, I was in trouble for being awake.
Because it was late. Yeah.
Like especially if I was like little, you know? If that's the theme song on the TV, I should have been in bed already.
Like 4 hours ago.
Yeah. Because again, it aired late. It aired really late at night.
Did it roll into MASH for you where you lived?
I think it actually came on. No, MASH was like an early evening one for me.
Really?
Yeah, because like this is what I remember as a kid, like my major like syndicated block from early childhood that I remember in the early evening. It's like starting at like 5. It'd be like a Different Strokes rerun, Facts of Life, Three's Company, and MASH.
Really?
Yeah.
MASH was just, I mean, it could have been that at one point, but MASH is just a midnight or later for me. And I feel like Taxi's 11. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. I can't, that's just what it lives inside my head as.
In your head. Yeah. Because we would have MASH on while we were eating dinner.
That is wild to me.
Yeah. Might have been the 7 o'clock syndication spot because I was on the East Coast at this point. So you had that like 3-hour block of syndicated shows. Before primetime kicked in.
But sometimes you would have 2 different networks would air syndicated series though. So I mean it's possible.
Yeah. I think we had like 3 for sure. Because we had the channel that became Fox. We had the channel that would later become the WB. And then we have the channel that would later become UPN in our area. And all of them were very heavily syndicated programming.
Like old movies, old TV.
Yeah. So like WPIX.
And I wouldn't even call this old TV, because this is probably like pretty fresh at the time.
This is like the most recent hit shows that hit syndication.
I will tell you though.
But like during the day, they'd also air stuff like Too Close for Comfort. They'd air the old episodes of the Brady Bunch and Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie and the Batmans.
I will tell you.
Stuff.
In like probably like 1985, 1986, when I was watching this late at night at like 11 o'clock at night, to me, this show looked like it was like 30 years old at the time.
Yes, it looked so much older than it actually was.
I was kind of shocked that it came out in like 1978. Like for some reason, I just thought this was way older than it was.
Yeah, well, okay, like you have the look of Taxi versus the look of um Three's Company. They were the same network, but they have a drastically different look and comedy style.
Do you think it's just because Taxi kind of has this bleak, hopeless vibe? Like every episode pretty much takes place late at night in
Hmm.
a dingy fleet garage,
Yeah.
um, or it's just some weird off garage place that they go to. Um, a lot of the street scenes, like the little like in between, it's always late at
Mhm.
night, and it's just that like 1970s crime riddled New York. Like
Yes.
I just picture like the New York that Daredevil lived in
Yeah. Nope.
for
Totally.
some reason.
Totally. I see that. It's like this just dingy, dirty world where the majority of the people who are the cab drivers see this as just like that extra paycheck to kind of make it in New York, to have a little extra money
And
while they're pursuing a real passion, except for Judd Hirsch's character.
yeah, Alex just straight up a cab driver.
Yeah. He's like, I'm
Um,
a cab driver.
and then on the other coast, you have Three's Company, which takes place in Los Angeles.
Hmm.
It's LA adjacent. It's
Yeah.
bright. It's colorful. It's horny. There's like boobs and like short shorts and colorful moo-moos. So it's
Yes.
just they're two
The
different
color
worlds.
schemes are drastically different.
And how those two shows aired back to back and it worked, I don't know.
Yeah,
I, I I don't know.
that's a good point. That's,
Especially with Happy Days as like the initial lead-in of the night.
yeah. See, Happy Days is kind of like right in the middle because it takes place in Wisconsin. Okay. It's a nostalgic show, so it's supposed to look older,
But it
you
but
know?
it's a very hopeful show though. Like
Yeah.
nothing bad ever happens on Happy Days. And then we have Angie this night. So it's like I don't really know much about that show, so I can't like compare and contrast. So I
Yeah.
feel like we have four completely different like sitcom styles
Hmm.
together in one night.
Yes, we do. We
And
definitely do.
three out of the four are smash hits. So
Yes.
how this all worked, I don't know. Like, was this just like, I mean, I guess, like, was this an experiment for ABC? Like, let's just see. You know how, like, they would, like, move, like, Mad About You, like, pair it with, like, News Radio because Mad About You is the bigger show and they want News Radio to be the bigger show? Like, was it that kind of thing going on? I don't know.
I feel like it wasn't though,
Like, you feel like this was always the case?
because those three shows all stand so well on their own.
It's just, I'm just trying to figure out the chemistry of the night.
It's an interesting programming choice for sure.
If you sat down for 2 solid hours tonight and you watch ABC
Mhm.
from 8 to 10, you would go on a tour of the world.
Yes.
Grab your passport. We're going on for a long ride. So, and I guess, so Taxi's the end of the sitcom block. So I guess it is more, I mean, compared to like Three's Company, I don't know which one is like more adult though. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Taxi. Three's Company's just got like dick jokes essentially. It's like sex jokes.
Three's Company has also the physical comedy of John Ritter. And
The innuendo.
yeah, the innuendo, like yeah, that innuendo is gonna go over my head as a 4-year-old girl watching this with my cousins.
And like the sexy misunderstandings.
But I might not necessarily really have any concept of what makes Taxi funny at that point in time.
It's Taxi doesn't have jokes. Like it's a very like jokeless show.
Yeah.
There's no real banter. Like the little like you have the angry dad yelling at the kids, and the kid snaps back
I mean,
with a comment.
you got Louie. You got Louie, played by Danny DeVito, yelling at all the cabbies.
But it's more of it's not like jokey though. It's just more conversational.
No, it's more character driven and not joke driven.
Yes, and I think
It's this weird mesh of people who, if they were not all cabbies, they would have no interaction with each other. They would never meet each other. They wouldn't be friends if they were not
work
united
ritual.
by this ridiculous second job that most of them have.
Yeah, it's the like funny happens
Yeah.
in these situations. Um, so kind of plow through the cast real quick. We already kind of talked about Judd Hirsch. He plays Alex. He's kind of like the dad energy of the show. He's the older guy.
Yeah.
The moral compass. He's like, this is his career. Like
He is 100% the straight man of this group.
of this mishmash of people.
Yeah, he's the one reacting to the ridiculousness of the people around him. But minus Latka and Reverend Jim, most of them are just like regular people who might just make a stupid choice once in a while.
Yes. So we have Jeff Conaway. He played Bobby Whaler.
Yes.
Call back to my little tagline at the start of the episode. I guess he's like the heartthrob of the show. He's an aspiring actor.
Yeah.
He feels like he's always like one big break away from just getting out of here. Like he's just here to, like, he's got rent to pay. He's got a phone bill. He's got utilities.
Yeah.
He likes to go to the bar and buy a pitcher of beer for $3, by the way. Can we just throw that out there? A giant pitcher of beer was $3. He's got like the 70s, like not quite a mullet, but just that like shag, that hair shag.
That feathery shag. Just like the guys on California Fever.
Do you think they used Bobby Whaler as their inspo?
Oh, 100%.
Jeff Conaway, he was
also Kaniki in Greece, so he was.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's Greece, right?
Yeah, he was Kaniki in Greece, so he's like kind of a heartthrob. He was cute for the 70s. I think it's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I remember him not aging well. Like he definitely was in the sun too much. Like,
he also had a lot of substance abuse issues.
Yeah, he kind of dipped out for a while, right?
Yeah, he did that celebrity rehab thing, and Dr. Drew was like, "You're gonna die."
And
then he did.
Yeah, I was like, he's been dead for like 20 years now, right? It's been
2011. Right? So
okay,
14
we're at like okay. R.I.P. Jeff Conaway. We salute you. Next we got Danny DeVito, breakout role. Louis De Palma. He's short, mean, unforgettable. He's the dispatcher boss of the Sunshine Cab Company, right? Yeah, Sunshine Cab Company. He's got that little like bullpen thing, that cage that he stays in all the time, and it's so iconic to me. That cage.
That is one of the most iconic parts of that set is Louis' little office cage.
I'm going to throw this out there. Danny DeVito in 1979 looks exactly the same as Danny DeVito in 2025.
Yeah, he really does. I can't tell if that's good or bad.
I think 1979 Danny DeVito has like a little bit more hair.
Yeah, it's a little more shaggy, but yeah.
But they're the same. Like he hasn't aged. Like we need to check to see if he's a vampire. And I think he married Rhea around this time, right? Rhea Perlman.
Yeah, he married Rhea Perlman in 1982.
Okay, so we're a few years out. Okay, sorry. Then we got Mary Lou Henner as Elaine Nardo. She's like the single Italian mom.
Yeah, she's a single mom. She works as a receptionist in a art gallery during the day, and then she drives cabs at night to like make that money she's not getting because her husband like ran out on her.
Yeah, she's got this little kid at home or something. And she's kind of like the heart of this group, I think. I think she kind of pulls all these people together.
She does. She's kind of like, yes, guys, let's let's take care of each other in a way.
For a while, until Carol Kane came along, she was like, I think, the only female really on the show.
Really, she was. Like, there might be like a girl, like guest star, but it was Mary Lou Henner and all these boys.
Boys Club.
Yeah, very much a boys club.
We already kind of talked about Andy Kaufman.
Mm-hmm.
Great guy, great comedian. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Find his video of him on Johnny Carson as Elvis. It's fucking great.
Oh my!
It's fucking great.
I've seen that. I've seen that. Oh my god!
It's like 6 minutes long, I think. It goes on way too long, but it's so fucking good. And while you're...
I'm not gonna lie, I saw that movie about his life that Jim Carrey did like 10 times.
I was gonna say, and while you're at it, watch Man on the Moon. Jim Carrey nails the role, and Courtney Love's in the movie too, which is great.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Maybe after Death Car on the freeway, maybe I'll watch Man on the Moon. All right, Tony Danza. Tony Danza.
Yes, Tony Danza.
As Tony Banta. Like, big name change there. He's like the boxer. He's like the prize fighter, Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
Just kind of like your typical New York Guido kind of guy. Like, hey, I'm Tony. Hey. Definitely could be the same character from Who's the Boss to me.
Tony Maselli was a bit book smarter.
You think so?
Than Tony from... Yeah.
They're the same person in my head. And anytime I see Tony Danza on something, it's the same Tony Danza from whatever else he was in before.
You haven't watched his Netflix show, have you?
I didn't even know he had a Netflix show.
The Good Cop.
No.
It was him and Josh Groban.
What a combo.
And he was a disgraced NYPD cop who, after he gets out of prison, has to live with his son, who is an NYPD detective. Is
it still a thing?
You can go watch the one season it had. It's like from 2018.
Oh yeah, so if they haven't gotten a second season, it ain't coming back.
Yeah, it's not coming back, which is a shame because I really enjoyed it.
What was it called?
The Good Cop.
The Good Cop. Okay. I'm going to throw this out there. I think like every 5 years we get like a Tony Danza revival of something.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously we had Who's the Boss, and then he did like Hudson Street, like various like Tony Danza sitcoms.
Yes, Hudson Street. Oh my god. No, I came across episodes of Hudson Street a couple years ago.
That's got Rebecca Donaldson on it, right?
Yeah, Lori Loughlin.
I couldn't think of her name.
They're like literally the scene I ended up watching. I was like, this is burned in my memory. Like this is. I thought this was just like a fever dream. Like what I'm watching right now is literally like burned into my memory, including like the outfits they were wearing.
And then he had that legal drama for a little while too, Family Law.
Mm-hmm.
He had a talk show too, didn't he? Like in the early 2000s.
I think he did.
Like a daytime talk show.
He did an episode of All My Children in 2005.
Did you like remember seeing him on that?
He played Erica's wedding planner.
He just recently did an episode of And Just Like That, playing himself.
He did 2 episodes, apparently.
Oh, 2 episodes. Ooh, that's too much. That's too much. Wasn't there talks of a Who's the Boss, like, reunion series? Or is that dead in the water?
Yes, there was, but that is long, long dead. Thank you, Alyssa Milano.
For shutting that down.
No, she was all for it.
Oh.
But because she's such a cranky bitch, it didn't make it.
I can see that happening. All right. Christopher Lloyd. He plays Reverend Jim Ignatowski. I think, what do they call him? Iggy or something eventually?
Eventually, yeah.
So he was kind of like a one-off guest in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
He played the Reverend who Latka married like the prostitute in order to become legal in the United States.
Yes.
And then doesn't appear again until this episode that we did tonight. And then like a few weeks later, they just like made him a cast member on the show.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what?
I think it was like, oh, the audience actually really likes him. We got to keep him.
Yeah, he's like a relic of the 60s. He's a burnout. He's kind of like one of those like dime store philosophers.
Yeah.
He's wild. Having him and Andy Kaufman on the same show at the same time is just fucking mind-blowing.
It really is.
Because they're like two different sides of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like yin and yang, and they complement each other like perfectly.
Yes.
So fucking perfectly. And Carol Kane's not in this season. I don't think she comes until like later on, but she was.
Yeah, I think she comes a little later on.
She played Simka. It's Latka's wife from the same country that Latka's from that they never name.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just as fucking weird as he is. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
And then there were some like characters from the first season, I think, that got like written out and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, there was another cab driver, Bobby, I think. No, not Bobby. I forgot what his name was, but like he was like a student. He had like a wife or something, so like he was going to school and then driving cabs at night to make money for him and his wife, kind of thing. And then they just wrote him out of the next season. He didn't come back.
yeah, he was just like he was the least common denominator in this whole thread.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had to go. They had to sacrifice him to make room for Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing this is Christopher Lloyd's breakout role too, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Because obviously the zany Christopher Lloyd like pretty much left this show and like went to Back to the Future. Like he probably walked off the set of Taxi and was on Back to the Future, if I had to guess. If I had to take a guess.
I mean, he was busy for a long time.
I mean, he's always working.
He also did Clue. He's still working today.
Yeah, he does things. He popped up
He's in the Wednesday TV series on Netflix.
Yeah, because they keep bringing back old Addams Family movie actors. Because he was Fester. He was Uncle Fester.
Yeah, and then putting them in different roles.
All right, that's the crew. We already kind of set the scene.
Yes, it is.
At its core, this is just a very simple episode.
It's just a really good episode.
It kind of starts off at the bar.
Yeah, I want to point out before we get into this that several of the writers for this show and this episode were from the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Oh, the Charles brothers, Glenn and Les Charles.
Not them. It was like there's like four. There's like a group of them that had worked on Mary Tyler Moore and then came and worked here.
And then a bunch of the people involved in this episode, too, went on to create Cheers. So you had, like, James Burrows, the people who wrote this episode.
Yeah.
They all kind of went on to do Cheers, and I think some other things.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people were Mary Tyler Moore, like, production people, because I think they used to work on, like, Phyllis and stuff like that, and Doc. What was that weird... Was it Doc, that one that was... It wasn't quite a spin-off, but it was from the same production company.
I know, there was Rhoda, but when you say Doc, I think of Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus? Yeah, but there was another show called Doc in the 70s, and it was like an MTM production, I think. But I don't think it was connected to the Mary universe, but...
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think at one point, though, I think Taxi was... supposed to be an MTM production, but I think the rights just kind of got shuffled along to like another studio along the line. But I could be wrong. All I know is that James L. Brooks like read a New Yorker article like about cab drivers at night, and he's like, I want this to be a TV show. And he made it a TV show. Yeah. And it worked.
It did. It really did. It was like the right time for a show like this.
And it's very simple. The episode, it's kind of... I guess the gang's they're getting ready to go to work, or they're coming home from work. I can't remember.
No, at this point, Tony was supposed to have had a boxing match. Yeah, he was having a fight
Yes, that's right.
and he won. Apparently, he's not really a good boxer at all and usually gets his ass kicked. But he won the fight. And then we find out how he won. It's because his opponent got caught up in the ropes on the side, fell down, and knocked himself out.
Victory, KO, second round
Yeah,
knockout.
so Tony got the victory.
Good for Tony.
And then, like, because the bartender's like, "Oh, way to go, Tony!" And then he's like, "Why are you celebrating?" He's like, "Because I had to make it through the same ropes." That's the comedy style. It's those little slice of life little quips.
So they're all at the bar, gathered around a table. It's the most cozy looking bar that I've ever seen. I just love this set. It's got that like red and white checkered like tablecloth that they're sitting at.
Yeah.
It's got the like total dive bar look. Everything looks like cheap and unwashed. Like the glasses look like dirty. I bet you there's like rats crawling around that place. Like I wanted to just transport myself into the television and just sit at a table like next to them and eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Because it just seemed very comforting to me.
Oh yeah, totally. Very comforting. Just like you're just your local spot that you stop at after a long shift of work kind of place.
And I can't remember, they make it seem like the bartender appears in other episodes, but I'm just like, I don't think I remember him.
I feel like I do think they go to this bar often. I think it's like one of the staples of where they go.
Well, I mean, most TV shows in these days have like 4 sets.
Yeah. So like think about it. We got the garage set, we get the bar set, and then maybe we'll get somebody's apartment or a location for some random shenanigans that aren't shenanigan-y.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
We'll get one in this episode.
Yeah.
So they're all just kind of like sitting around celebrating, and in comes Christopher Lloyd's Reverend Jim, and they recognize them. They're like, "Hey, isn't that the guy who married Latka last year?"
Like he's just wandering around this bar.
And they call him over, and he's clearly high as a kite. Like,
yes, he's so high. Oh my!
And
God.
they reference it, which I didn't think they were going to, but they Elaine Nardo makes a reference of him, like about him being too high to remember, like
yeah, he really does.
Part of the conversation, and I was like, whoa, like they got away with this.
The 70s were a very different time for TV.
I love it. So they kind of find out that he's down on his luck. Like he lost his church, if he even had a church.
Yeah.
Questionable.
I feel like he maybe was accidentally part of like some kind of cult.
Yeah, I don't think he was part of a proper parish. I think he makes a reference that he, after Latka's wedding, he, I guess, wedded another couple, and he was like naked during the ceremony or something.
Yeah, but only he was naked.
Only he was naked. Yeah, because Elaine's like, you mean everyone at this wedding showed up naked? He's like, no, it's just me. Yeah. So, questionable practices, probably one of these zany cults that is happening on the West Coast over at California Fever territory.
Yeah, one of those wacky religious cults you weren't given a chance to meet in California Fever.
But he doesn't really have a job. He doesn't really have any income stream. There's not much going for this guy. They feel bad for him. They kind of want to do him a solid. So I don't know why they do this, but they suggest that he becomes a cab driver with them.
So I feel like they probably see a lot of people just come and go. I feel like it's probably got a pretty high turnover rate, maybe.
Except for, like, you know, the 4 or 5 people that are always hanging out.
Especially a night group like this. I feel as though they're kind of like, we'll give him, like, hey, he's down on his luck, he can become a taxi driver. make some money, get his life together kind of thing. Because that's what most of them see this as, this opportunity.
Like a launch pad.
Yeah, it's just like this little thing they're doing until they go on to do what they actually want to do, besides Judd Hirsch's character, Alex.
And he strictly just likes to work at night. Like, it's his jam. I love it.
Yeah.
I stand.
Dude, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but I don't know. Like, this guy, I mean, I can't. It's been a while since I've been in New York City. Their cab drivers aren't the most savory, right? Most savory of people, so he'd probably fit in very well.
Yeah.
And we're not talking Uber drivers. We're talking yellow, dirty-ass cab that hasn't been washed in, like, months. Yeah. There's probably, like, cigarette burns in the seat, coffee stains. There's no breath mints in the little cup holder thing up front.
Like, there's no radio playing.
None of that. This is straight up, like, you might die in this car. Where you going tonight? Oh, I'll take you to a better place down on 42nd Street.
Oh, you need a gal pal? I know a place you can find a gal pal.
Oh, they will, yeah. These guys on Taxi, they know where the gal pals hang out. I bet your bippy that Tony Banta knows where the gal pals are. So they decide to kind of throw Reverend Jim a bone. So they're like, we just got to get through the first hurdle, which is convince Louis De Palma to hire him. And they show up at the garage. Louis is already, like, in a rampage for some reason. I don't know. He's
always in a rampage.
He's shouting names. He's shouting out, like cab numbers. He's, like, giving out keys and envelopes and stuff. And they're like, fuck, how are we going to pepper this guy up? Like, we need to, like, plot this out. We need to sit down and, like, think this through. And fucking Reverend Jim drops some kind of illegal substance into his coffee. The gang realizes it, so they attempt to go, like, remove the coffee from his cage. And Louis pretty much just, like, slaps him on the wrist. He's like, nobody touches my fucking coffee.
And then he, like, chugs it.
He chugs it. And, like, a minute later, he is the happiest camper in town. Like, he had a smile on his face. He is chill. He is relaxed. He is content.
He's singing show tunes.
Yeah. There's a whole fucking musical number, by the way.
Yes.
Featuring Danny DeVito. I don't remember the song. I wish I did. I'm not a show tunes kind of guy, so you know how that goes for me.
It's like, I know the song. When I hear it, I know the song.
I was going to say, Clank Clank Goes the Trolley, but I don't think that was it.
No, that's not it.
Not Singing in the Rain. So, is it something about mountain air? I feel like it's about mountain air, maybe. Mountain Dew? I don't know.
No, it...
does IMDb trivia have the song?
Let me see.
Do you think it's a real song? Like, this is a real song?
No, it's a real song. It's 100% a real song. Yeah, it's a real song. I know it's a real song. I want to say Doris Day and Gordon McRae sang it back in the day.
Does it? I mean, there's an episode in which he sings fantasy. In the episode Fantasy Burrow, Danny DeVito and cast members sing "Lullaby of Broadway."
No,
but
Moonlight Bay. That's the song on Moonlight Bay.
Moonlight Bay. Okay, is that a Doris Day song?
Yes.
What's it from?
Moonlight Bay. On Moonlight Bay, that's the name of the musical. We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay. We could hear the voices ringing. They seemed to say, "You have stolen her heart. Now don't go away." As we sang love's old sweet song on Moonlight Bay.
I'm going to do that at karaoke next time I do karaoke.
We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay. That kind of like...
So this is a motion picture that you can watch, Moonlight Bay.
Yeah.
And you've seen it. You've watched this
Yes,
with your own two eyes.
yes,
Okay.
yes. It is a musical. It's got Gordon McRae. It's Doris Day. It was actually like part of a small film series they did. There's
Okay.
a sequel, By the Light of the Silvery Moon, and like T for Two comes from these movies.
I love that you think you know.
T for
You
Two
think that
and
I know what
Two
you're talking about.
for T.
I do know that song though. I feel like that might have been on something else.
Yeah.
Like maybe The Simpsons, I don't know. Family
Yeah.
Guy.
Oh, it's a song. Like it's been around.
It's been around the block. Anywho, Moonlight Bay is a hit. Danny DeVito's Louis De Palma loves Reverend Jim and hires him.
Yeah.
Only we have another problem.
Yes.
We got a second hurdle we have to jump over.
That they didn't think was a problem. Like it never occurred to them that this wasn't a thing.
Reverend Jim does not have his driver's license.
No, he does not.
He's never driven a car in his life, apparently.
Yeah,
Well, I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
He may not remember having done it.
I mean, how else did he
So.
get to Woodstock? I mean, he could have hitched a ride.
It-
Isn't that what everyone did?
yeah, I mean,
He does reference that he was at Woodstock. He was booming to Hendrix. The Who. He says Joni Mitchell, but Joni Mitchell's, spoiler alert, was not actually at Woodstock.
yes, no, she wasn't. There was a performer named Joni, but I don't remember their last name.
Joan Baez, maybe. Maybe it was Joan
Yeah.
Baez. I will tell you, this is kind of like a very big digression. Tubi has episodes of the Dick Cavett Show, like that old talk show from like 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
There is one episode, it was recorded the day after Woodstock. Joni Mitchell is on, she's there. Joni Mitchell, who was not at Woodstock, and she talks about how she was supposed to be there, but she couldn't get there. But she came to the Dick Cavett Show. There's all these hippies from that were actually at Woodstock, and they came to the Dick Cavett Show, and they're all like in the audience, and it is a fucking party. You have to find this episode. It's on,
my
it's on
God.
Tubi. Watch it. It's like the greatest hour of my life. I enjoyed every fucking second of it. I just wanted to go back, and it was like weird, because like Dick Cavett was. I mean, I was gonna say he was probably like he's older, like he was probably younger than us right now, but he was like older than the typical Woodstock age. So he just seemed like so square to me, surrounded by all these guys that were at Woodstock and Joni Mitchell. So after you watch Death Car on the Freeway and the other thing I said that you were gonna watch, and you gotta watch the Dick Cavett Show Woodstock episode.
Okay, in 1969, the year that Woodstock happened, Dick Cavett was 33 years old.
Wow, he looks so much fucking older.
Bro, I don't... Listen, the other day I asked one of my kiddos. Well, actually, another RBT asked one of our kiddos, she goes, who's older, Miss Cat or Miss Jacelyn? And he looks at this girl who is 23 freaking years old.
Whose name is Jacelyn, by the way.
Her name is Jacelyn, yeah. She's one of my besties.
Yeah, but Jacelyn, that is a 23-year-old name.
Yes, right?
Sorry, Jacelyn. Shout out to Jacelyn.
And my little birdie bestie boy, he goes, Miss Cat. And I look over. I don't know what's happening at this time. And I see Jacelyn like put both hands on her desk and I go, Cat. Because I'm with another kiddo. And I'm like, what? I'm like, she's like, birdie bestie thinks I'm older than you.
Nice. I love it.
And I was like, I go over and I'm like, birdie bestie, Miss Cat is 21 years older than Miss Jacelyn.
I could be her fucking mom. I could be Miss Jacelyn's mom.
I think I might be older than her mom. But she's
I know.
like one of my best friends.
I know. We're at that point now, like where we have young coworkers whose parents like are the same age as us, or possibly slightly younger,
Yes. Oh my God.
or slightly younger.
No. So I'll be in like the staff room at work, and the girls will be talking about something, and they'll be like, "Yeah, we're getting older now." I'm like,
You're like,
"How
Han,
old are you?" And they're like, 23, and I'm like, "Guys, I'm 44." And then there's always one who goes, "No, you're not." I'm like, they're like, "You're 27." I'm like, "I love that you think that,
uh,
but I'm 44."
uh, you don't want to ride that 27 club, though? You don't want to pretend that you're 27?
I- I'm just like, I love that you guys think I'm that young, but I'm not. No, like one of my kiddos' moms is like, she'll always be to the BCBA like, "Kat is aging so well. I cannot believe it." When she says she's like 40 something years old and had a high school reunion, she's like, I, I want to know her secret.
You're like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I wasn't in the sun all the time. I guess.
No, that's a huge thing.
I was.
But now I like sit in the sun for like an hour every morning with one of my kiddos.
You're like, I spent 20 years on the internet, never left my fucking living room.
Yes.
I watched 14 hours of soap operas every day.
Oh my God. Yes, that's true.
That television glow has like emits a very strange frequency that keeps me.
It's the blue light. It's the blue light. It's not aging me. It's keeping me young.
Formaldehyde keeping you like crisp. You're gonna we're gonna be like 98 years old someday.
Oh my God.
And just look like we're like 32.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, no way. It's gonna be like my retirement party someday. I'm gonna be like, I don't know, 65. Well, fuck it. It'll be like 82 by the time like we retire because like, they'll just keep upping the age. But
I mean, a house in Hawaii is expensive.
Exactly. But it'll be like my retirement party. People like, I thought you just graduated high school. You're like, maybe.
No, I feel bad because some of my coworkers look way older than me, and they're in like their 20s.
They were outside all the time. They spent their teenage years outside. They weren't watching General Hospital, Sunset Beach, Port Charles, Another World, All My Children, Guiding Light, The City, Lovin', Ryan's Hope. Back to back.
Guiding Light.
All in one sitting.
What? Patrick, think of all the sitcoms I've watched.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten into the 5 o'clock hour. You took a break to, do like an hour of homework. You had a fucking science project to do the next day.
Oh
and then you went
God.
back in and watched fucking Mad About You, Friends, Seinfeld, Married with Children, The Simpsons, then whatever was on TV that night.
Yes, oh my God. That's it. That's the secret. I spent all my youth in front of the TV.
And then after prime time, you fucking sat on America Online for another 8 hours. got an hour of sleep, did 6 hours of school, and went back to it.
Yeah.
That's your secret.
That's my secret. Oh my God, we cracked the code because that was your secret too.
I love it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so Reverend Jim doesn't have a driver's license.
Yeah. So no.
We're trying to figure out how he's, gonna be a taxi driver, but he doesn't have a driver's license. He needs something to put on Louis De Palma's desk in the morning.
Yeah.
So they decide to take him to the local DMV. He's got to do the written test.
Okay. Why do DMVs still look this dingy to this day?
I am going to throw this out there. The DMV on this TV show looked disgusting and so old-fashioned and so outdated and very paper-driven and just very no character to it. And I think about 6 months ago, I had to go renew my registration, and for some reason it wasn't letting me do it online, so I actually had to go to the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked just like this.
Yeah, no, I've gone to like DMVs that are in like brand new freaking buildings, like buildings built in the last decade. And
And
the
it's
only thing that shows it's modern is the kiosk where you take the test now. Every other part of it is just dingy and dirty, and it looks like 15 million people have come through there and dropped skin cells everywhere, and then you feel dirty, and then you're desperate to take a shower.
uh
This DMV looks cleaner than real DMVs.
I will say this is like the sitcom DMV. It's just like, the sitcom like department store,
Hmm.
which is just like one corner of a store.
Yeah.
Like the department store that the girls steal the clothes from on Facts of Life.
Yes. Yes.
It's like
Yes.
one rack of clothes. There's like
Hmm.
one. I think there might be two booths in this DMV, like two booths you can go up to. It's like window
Yeah.
11 and like window 12, and like that's it.
Yeah.
Like we don't see it like any. We do see a different angle because we see the like the little tables, little like school tables that they take the test on.
Yes. And they're the
Yeah.
tiny ones where you can barely put a sheet of paper on to take the test.
And like everyone else taking the test are like teenagers, which is great.
Yeah, they're like all these young people. Like the girl behind Jim is like, what is
She's
happening?
like,
It's like they put this extra in and didn't tell her what was gonna happen. They're like, yeah, you just need to take this test on camera, like you're chill. And then this happens.
I kind of jumping ahead a little bit. I don't want to spoil the scene just yet. Not that it matters
Yeah.
because this is like a 45-year-old show. But I was reading the oral history of this scene.
There's an
And
oral history of this scene.
it's well, of the show in general, but they talk
Yeah.
about this scene. It's in the Hollywood Reporter for like just Google the Hollywood Reporter taxi anniversary.
Yeah.
And James, I think it's James Burrows because he was the director of the episode. He was saying that they were just like, just keep doing the scene until it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why they do it like 5 times. And they were trying to stop the cast members from laughing at this. Like,
Yes, you can 100% see Tony and Mary Lou.
cracking up. They were even doing it in the barroom scene earlier. Like Tony kept covering his hand with his mouth. He was like trying to hold back laughs.
Oh, I do that all the time at work because I'm supposed to keep a neutral face around the kids, like, and not laugh at some of the stuff they do. And you'll just see me going, or my iPad, I'll just be like
Holding it up to your face.
holding it up to my face, like, mm-hmm. Meanwhile, my kid is being hilarious, but I'm not supposed to pay attention. Or they say something completely out of pocket, and I'm
You're like, whoa, what was this?
yeah, it is time to go to art and sensory. Let's go.
Anyway, so Reverend Jim is sitting at this tiny desk. He's got the sheet of paper in his hand, the little pencil, the little number 2 pencil. He's got to like fill in the circles or something. And he just, I guess this is just like an open room test. You can just have like your friends like stand around while you're taking the test.
They're literally like 3 feet away.
Yeah. And Jim,
There's no proctor. There's nobody actually paying attention to anything going on down here.
no, and Reverend Jim is like, what does yellow light mean? And Tony or whoever is like, slow down.
It's Bobby. It's Bobby.
It's he's like, it means slow down. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh, what does yellow light mean? And they're like, means slow down. And he like sighs and he says it again, even slower. And this goes on for like 4 minutes, by the way.
It does. It's beautiful. I was laughing so much last night watching this. And I needed that laugh because yesterday was a hard day. Today's a hard day. So I needed that.
I'm going to throw this out there. Where do you think this stands, this scene, with WKRP Turkey Drop?
I didn't even think to compare it to the turkey drop.
That was the first place my mind went to, was the Turkey Drop.
Because my mind went to Chuckle's funeral on Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh.
And you remember how much I started laughing when we were just talking about it?
I do. And I
Like,
listened to the Chuckles the Clown episode. Kat literally went on like an 8-minute laugh that I think I had to edit the laughs because it was just not good podcast fodder. But I kept in like enough of it for you to understand that she was laughing too long. So are we building a Mount Rushmore of like great comedy scenes?
okay. Those three.
So we
for
need one
sure.
more then. We need one more.
The Cheers Thanksgiving food fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Chuckles the Clown,
Mm-hmm.
the DMV,
Yes.
WKRP Turkey Drop,
Yeah.
and the Cheers food fight.
Yeah.
All right. That's our Mount Rushmore of sacred sitcom scenes.
Yeah.
Should we make a listicle of it? Should we make it as a listicle?
We should maybe actually start producing slightly more content.
All right,
However, I don't know if I even have time.
Maybe we can get Chat GPT to write it for us.
But, full-time work, full-time student. We just happen to both be off today.
You should be doing your biology homework, but no, you're writing a fucking listicle about the 4 top Mount Rushmore sitcom scenes. All right. So Reverend Jim, he passes the written test.
Yeah.
I guess he passed the driver's test. We don't see the driver's test,
We don't.
which is fine. We don't need to see it. It's okay. Sometimes too much is too much,
Yeah.
So it's the next night. I guess it's the night after, right? It's the night after he passed the test. He's
Passed the test. They go in.
he's clocking in for duty.
Yeah.
They hand him his first envelope. They hand him the little set of keys to his.
Begrudgingly. Louis does this begrudgingly.
He does, because
he's not high as a kite anymore.
yeah. Do you think he remembered the night before singing Mountain
No.
Boy or whatever the fuck it was called?
On Moonlight Bay.
Moonlight Bay. I'm like Mountain Boy. He probably doesn't remember it, but he probably like made an entry in like the like he actually made like a file for him, like an employee, like a personnel file.
Oh, he probably, like, Lord only knows what Louis did once they left after they got Louis' permission, because Lou is high as a kite, dancing around.
And Louis was probably like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. It's just another person working here. I don't care. I do not care. Like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So he hands him the keys begrudgingly. And I think he takes Alex for his first, like, he's going to be his first fare,
Yeah.
his first
Passenger.
his first passenger. And he's like, where to? And I don't know, Alex like says a street corner or something like that. And he's like, all right. And he like revs the car up, puts it in reverse, and just fucking drives through the garage door. Just smashes
Yes.
through it. And it's that old wooden style garage doors that
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if you drove through like a new garage, like a modern one, it'd probably be like an easy fix. This thing, probably not. This thing probably took days.
Yeah, no, this was like something, this was probably like the pull up, the flat door. It didn't like go up in a curve or anything. The wood was probably mostly rotted anyways.
Which begs me to ask the next question. How did Reverend Jim keep his job after this?
Desperate for taxi cab drivers.
Had to pay off the damage?
Yeah, he had to pay off the damage. And then it's like, hey, you're still willing to drive a cab? Because I don't feel like there was really like a schedule here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you could drop it, like there were certain time periods you could drop in and get a cab if one was available. Because it feels like they're waiting around for an available cab a lot.
I mean, this is more like you wave to a cab driver era, though, right? Like, that's where we're at? Yeah.
You wave, you go whistle, you're like, taxi, taxi!
Throw your hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah. This ain't like you look at your phone and fucking, oh, he's around the corner right now. He's almost here. Oh, shit. He just missed the road. He's got to turn around.
Yeah. None of
good
that.
times. Great times. So that's pretty much the episode.
Yes. It's a great episode.
Did I miss any beats? Anything
No,
important?
we got them all.
We got them all in.
Yeah.
What a wild night. What a wild night of television.
Yes. Oh my God.
All right. Are we getting a Cat 5? Are we getting a Red Card 5 for this? Or are you going to go like slightly below?
You get the Cat 5 because this is actually my absolute favorite episode of Taxi.
Okay. Understandable. I'm going to give this a 5 also. I was contemplating a 4.5 for some reason. I was going to say it's great, but not perfect, but I would just be saying that to be a dick. This is actually a Pat 5 for me. This is a monumental episode of Taxi. I feel like if you're ever going to watch, like if you've never watched a show before and you want to just come into this show, this is the perfect episode to start with.
Yeah, 100%. This is the perfect episode to just drop in, laugh, and then drop out if you don't want to continue.
And you know what? Even if you don't think it's like wildly hilarious, I think there'll be some elements to this show that you'll like.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing that's overly problematic today in this episode. I don't think like everything is pretty standard. I think there's
nothing that like
nothing made me cringe watching this. I didn't get uncomfortable with any. Like you see that a lot, especially like older sitcoms, especially from the 70s.
Yeah, I mean, there's not anything where I feel like Gen Z would watch this and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it! Oh my God, I'm so offended." That kind of thing.
I mean, maybe not in this episode, but I mean, I could see some Latka stuff that might not fly well from time to time, but for the most part, I think it's okay.
Yeah, some of the Latka stuff for sure could. But that's just Andy Kaufman in general. Like,
I want to just like, we need to just find like a 22-year-old and just explain like a podcast episode idea. Explain Andy Kaufman to like a 22-year-old.
We would have to show them the Mighty Mouse.
There's so much. There's a lot. There's the Elvis clips. There's the clip of him on David Letterman. We would have to show Man on the Moon, the REM song, Man on the Moon. Yeah. The wrestling fight with Jerry the King Lawler.
Yes.
Where he pours coffee on him or something. And people thought that was real for like a decade. And then we have the whole like Andy Kaufman is dead hoax.
Yes.
In which Andy Kaufman, it was like 1985-ish, he died of lung cancer, but there's this whole myth that he's not really dead. And then Tony Clifton keeps making appearances at places, so people are like actually convinced that's Andy Kaufman. Like even to this day, like I think like Tony Clifton just made an appearance on something like a year ago. But I think it was one of his Andy's collaborators. Last minute thoughts though that I have, there is a Miss Piggy TV special from the 80s that has Andy Kaufman on it as Tony Clifton, and you can see clips of it on YouTube. It's fucking wild too.
I have to find this.
How they got him to commit to this bit, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wish I knew. All right, but I got nothing. My brain is fried.
Yeah.
I had too many little Reverend Jim sips, I guess. little tranquilizers poured in my coffee today. I don't know what we're doing next week. Who knows? Maybe we'll do Chairs again. Maybe we'll do MASH. Maybe we'll do fucking Death Car on the Freeway. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
No one knows. Yeah. All I know is you must watch this episode of Taxi. Heather?
Yeah.
Do you think Heather knows this? Heather, watch this right now and tell us your thoughts.
Yes, Heather.
Tweet us.
It's on Paramount Plus. You've got Paramount Plus.
Yes,
Go watch it.
Go watch it.
It's season 2, episode 3.
Yes.
It is hilarious.
Yes.
Hilarious, girly.
That is our call to action to not just Heather, but to all of our friends, all of our YouTube commenters. The one from 2 weeks ago who commented on your shriek and laugh from the Roseanne episode.
Oh.
Did you see?
You did not tell me about that.
Did you not see that comment?
I check the comments once every 4 months.
It was from about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's from the Roseanne like Halloween 4 episode, one of the Halloween episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And you do an imitation of Roseanne's like witch laugh. And this commenter time stamps it. You know how you can like timestamp and like click on it and it'll go to that part?
What the heck is the meaning of this, bro?
And then click it now. Now click it and just play the laugh for your microphone. It's great.
Oh my god.
Roseanne Screech. But
oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh.
I could picture this poor person probably just like never really like maybe they just started getting into our podcast. And
sorry, you poor person.
They're driving along like on the highway one day. They're just on their way to work. And they just hear that noise. It probably almost caused like a car pileup.
I'm so sorry.
Dad! What is it? What did you say? Dad! Hey, Dad! You do a really good Roseanne, though, or you did like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I guess I did, because I was like, wait, that's me? My god.
But we need to reply to that person and just tell them that they have been immortalized in a future episode of this podcast. All right.
I don't know.
Yes,
we commented twice.
On the same thing, right? I think. Yeah.
Yes. With timestamps both times.
Yeah, it was probably one of the things they probably sent it through, but they didn't realize that it posted and they put.
It actually went through, yeah.
All right. Where can you follow our wild ass adventures, Cat? Said the author. Where can you follow us?
You can follow us on Twitter at Very Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, the Tiki-Taki, the YouTube at A Very Special Podcast. Do not accept invitations. Five Guys in Pasadena. I still have a dossier on you.
Oh, before we go, I have some quick heat on that.
Oh, no.
I just happened to be on Reddit the other day. I meant to send this to you. I'm gonna have to find this link. And because Best Men Media, that was the name of their.
Yeah.
Someone randomly said, "Whatever happened to Best Men Media?" I guess they did other podcasts.
Maybe.
And it blew my mind. I was like, wait, I think Best Men Media is like the other A Very Special Podcast. And I looked it up, and it was.
Ooh.
But guess what? All of their episodes are offline now, so we won. We won the war.
Suck it, Peter Lasagna.
We won the podcast war. Yeah, Rooney. Wait, what was the band? Was it Rooney?
Yeah.
Was it Rooney?
Oh my god.
Rooney! Alright. Follow never mind. Follow us. Follow us.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
And as always,
bye!
Watch the traffic on Queens Boulevard.
Oh my gosh.